Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over everything that I crocheted in the month of April. To begin with, I wanted to make some things for Easter that were pretty quick. So I found this tutorial for a little crochet duck, and I really felt like maybe it could also pass for a little baby chick or anything like that. So this was the first thing that I crocheted. And then I also wanted to do some springtime bees. And so I just made like alternate pink and purple ones. The next thing that I crocheted was this little blue whale, and the pattern is by Hope Fried Robin. All of the patterns will be linked in the description box below. Pretty much everything that I made is made out of just plain acrylic size 4 yarn. So pretty simple supplies. I always size down my hook whenever I'm making crochet animals because I feel like it makes the stitches really a lot tighter and less of the stuffing shows through. So the next thing that I crocheted was this pink and white axolotl. This little guy took a lot more time than I thought he was going to because I had to keep re-sewing on the fins because they were not proportional or just slightly crooked, and I really just wanted to do him justice. So the next thing that I made was this crochet Stingray. I've actually made this little guy before. It's pretty cute. He's made in 2 pieces and then sewn together. I was kind of going for a bit of a marine theme for a while. The next thing that I made was this crochet strawberry sea turtle. It was based off of a turtle that I saw that was made out of plushie yarn, but I just really can't stand the feeling of plushie yarn, and so I came up with a pattern based off of acrylic yarn. So the next thing that I made was a wind catcher. I had this like florally type scrap of yarn that I got from someone who gave me a lot of scrap yarn and like half skeins and stuff, and I'm just trying to get through a lot of my yarn. So the next thing that I completed was a work in progress that I've had for a while, and it was these 4 little daisy coasters. I don't know why, but sewing in all of the ends, I needed to put it down for a little while, so it took me a while to actually get around to finishing those. The next thing that I made in April was a commission piece, and I'll put it up on the screen because I don't actually have the commission anymore. It's already been sent off to its owner, but she wanted a life-sized preemie doll that was based off of her baby, so that whenever her daughter grew older, she would be able to look back on it and see how big or little she was. And it was really actually kind of complicated, but also a really fun challenge because I had to figure out how to make such a small stuffed animal weigh 1 pound and 2 ounces because yarn and typical stuffing doesn't weigh a lot. So that was a really fun experience. I ended up making 2 of them because I made a practice one first and I just gave that to my daughter to play with. So the next thing that I made was actually another work in progress. I completed this crochet hedgehog that I had started freehanding a long time ago, got almost done, and then just didn't finish. If you want to see my real life hedgehog meet this hedgehog, then follow me on all of my social medias, which will be linked below. So the next work in progress that I completed was this Crochet Pig. I really love the buttons on them, and it just, like, I had everything completed. I just needed to sew everything together and was really just procrastinating it, but like I said, I'm trying to get through a lot of my works in progress and move on to not having so many projects just everywhere. The next project that I completed was these crochet bear coasters. There's 4 of them. These were also a work in progress, and they just needed their ends sewn in and had been sitting in a box for way too long considering the amount of time that it took to finish them. The next thing that I made was a new project I had never made before, but I've been seeing it all over TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and it's this little cat ear beanie. It is, I could probably do it better the second time. I didn't use a pattern, I just knew the general construction of it. It is made out of double crochets, so that maybe I can wear it longer out of the year than just in the winter, because I live in Texas, so it's hot most of the time, and hopefully with the double crochet stitches it'll have a lot of airflow and not be too warm. So another work in progress that I had was just these little pink baby slippers. I had one done because I was trying to use up scrap yarn and then never made the other one, so I went ahead and made it and sewed them all up. So at the end of March, I was commissioned to make a crochet peep, but I didn't really like any of the patterns that I found, so I ended up making a practice one to try to like freehand my own. And so I started this little bunny and I made one of his ears completely too short, and so I never finished the other one. I just went ahead and started the actual one that I was commissioned for because I already knew that I needed to make it a little bit longer and then it would be fine. But I had really been procrastinating finishing this one, so I just, at the end of April, chopped off the other ear and fixed it, added on the other one, and so it was a little bit late for Easter, but it's still finished now, and it was the last thing that I completely finished in April. I did start a few more projects, but I only included things in this that I completed, and hopefully those next projects that I started in April will be finished products in May. Stay tuned if you want to see more videos like this. Subscribe if you're inclined, like or comment. Those really help the algorithm to boost my posts, and I hope you enjoyed it. All of the patterns will be linked below. A few of them I did freehand, so I don't really have a pattern for them, but I'll try to link the stuff that inspired me to freehand those patterns. I also stream on Twitch at the same handle, so if you want to see me live over there, then feel free to join me. But anyway guys, have a good day, happy crocheting.